The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. Well, I believe in God. And the only thing that scares me is God.
Welcome everyone to my humble abode. Grab a drink, make sure it's cold. We're talking about anime, new and old. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my anime lounge. Ladies and gentlemen and
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Call for your mama.
And gentlemen and friends, it is once again that time for us to bask, to indulge, if you will, in the magnificence, the splendor, the majestic nature of the one, the only, the Lord, Sorcerer Supreme, Extravagant, Omnipotent, Legendary, Pimp, Pirate, King, Saiyan, Hokage, Lord, Bone Daddy Ainz.
That's why I'm the king around here.
That's right, folks. It's another Overlord edition of the Anime Lounge, in which we watch Ainz fool an entire kingdom into unknowingly handing themselves over to his rule on a silver platter. And I needed this to hold me over to the next season, so let's see the ultimate scam play out in the Sacred Kingdom movie. But first, per usual, you could rule over your YouTube algorithmic kingdom. Yeah, I'm making up words, by hitting that like button.
Push the goddamn button.
If you're new and find yourself enjoying the video, hit that subscribe button. Join the lounge and enjoy talking anime with fellow watchers. Hit that bell for notifications so you know when the lounge is going to be open again. There's a seat for you. Join us, chill with us, laugh with us. Now let's get into it. Spoilers up ahead, obviously, for the Sacred Kingdom movie. Hopefully this video doesn't get blocked.
Let me set the stage for you here.
For those who may not know, but if you're watching this video, you should know, Ainz Goon and his goons are collecting kingdoms like Pokemon right now. And as of the latest season, they completed their conquest of the Riestes kingdom. Now, I do believe this movie, timeline-wise, takes place within season 4. Now, in these takeovers, Ainz doesn't just brute force his way with a takeover. They use cunning. They use tact. They manipulate to the highest degree. They slowly take over through the shadows like a symbiote. Ainz wants to give you a chance to fight back. He wants you to experience firsthand what it is like to be on the opposing end of his pimp hand. And then, only when the time is right and everything has been accomplished, do the other kingdoms see what they are really dealing with.
You're a victim.
Because as I've said previously, you either die a hero or live long enough to serve the kingdom of Nazarick. Insert Demiurge, aka Yaldabaoth. I think I said that right. Ainz has Demiurge parading around as a demon king attacking these kingdoms, and then Ainz would show up as either himself or the adamantite adventurer Momon of Darkness, offering them protection from Demiurge. This is the same type of scheme you see in those mafia movies where they come to a store and be like, hey, this is a nice little pizza shop you got here. It would be a shame to see something happen to such a fine establishment. You pay us a little money here and we can make sure you're protected from such unfortunate circumstances. Leading us to... So the reputation of Demiurge as the evil demon king has spread like hot peanut butter across the kingdoms. He pulls up to the Sacred Kingdom with his demon army ready to orchestrate some chaos. A beautiful symphony of wails, death cries and destruction. Screams await those within the walls of this kingdom. Ha! Such splendor! He can barely contain himself.
Oh, Jesus!
Demi is basically playing the ultimate wingman because it is his job to portray the adventurer Mamon as the strongest adventurer, the only ray of hope that could stop him. If this kingdom does not possess anyone who can match the strength of that adventurer,
Well then, you see,
this is a nice little pizza shop you got here.
We're saying you're f***ed this, eh? You're staying with us.
So they try their hand at fighting Demiurge, but then he summons a If it's one thing Overlord does so well, is letting everyone get some time to really be pivotal and shine throughout the show. Ainz really has the squad. But being true to who he is, Kane just starts clearing house and snatches up the princess straight into a black screen. Thus, the stage is set. The Demon King is here, the princess is gone, and they need some help. Enter the star of the show, the biggest sucker. God damn. Meet Nia Baraha. Woo, did I butcher that? Nia? Did they say Nia? Boy, she about to be Baraha today. She's gonna be the prime example of seeing just how well Ainz and his crew of magnificent actors pull off this takeover. So the troops find themselves at the gates of the Sorcerer Supreme Ainz. However, the Grand Master, she's the leader of the troops, supposedly the strongest sword in their kingdom. She detests monsters, undead, demons, etc. So she has this look of disgust on her face for the entire movie. She can't stand that she is about to have to ask for help from these folks. It would be like Tobirama asking the Uchihas to help him battle another village. And as they're going through this kingdom, they see an array of different races, monsters, humans, demi-humans, dragons, seemingly living in harmony within the walls of this kingdom. Which is hilarious because we as a viewer, we've seen what happened to get to this point.
Someone please call 911.
And the whole time Baraha is just in awe. So they finally meet with Lord Sorcerer Supreme Extravagant Unlimited Legendary Pimp Power King Saiyan Hokage Lord Bona de Ainz. And he tells them, I can't give you Mamon the Adventurer, but I can give you someone equal in power. But first you have to do something for me. You know those lovely maids that Yaldabaoth surrounds himself with? I need that. I want that. Bring me those maids. Because, you see, I'm seeing that this is a nice little pizza shop you guys got here. It would be a shame to see something unfortunate happen to such a fine establishment. Ainz is chatting it up with Baraha, and she has already taken the bait. Ainz already has her on the hook, and he just unknowingly starts to slowly reel her in throughout the movie. And even as serious as it's supposed to seem, it's pure comedy because Ainz is sitting down with the troops, discussing plans and contingencies, possible ways to fight, as if he isn't the one controlling the whole situation. These people are planning for their lives, the fight of their lives. And he's sitting right next to him like, yep, that sounds good. That sounds good. Hey, maybe this could work. This man ain't shit. And I love it. During the preparations, Ainz gives Baraha with the ultimate shooting star Super Bowl, made from ancient technology of runes, which becomes my favorite running joke in this movie. Then he had the audacity to say, protect me. So Ainz leads the kingdom into their attack on the demons. But the Grand Master and the troops are halted after seeing that the demons are using the humans within the walls as hostages. And Ainz drops some cold hard truth on them. He tells them, look, the use of hostages only works if you let it. Hey, you gotta crack a couple eggs when you're baking the cake. You feel me? You smell me? So then they run into a room full of imprisoned orcs. And Ainz tells them, I could teleport you all anywhere you want. Where would you like to go? And one of the orcs was like,
anywhere that motherfucker Yaldabaoth can't reach.
So Ainz suggests that they come to his kingdom. But the orcs said, nah, ain't you an undead? But Baraha jumped in immediately and was like, no, his kingdom is the best. Everyone there is happy and sunshine. There's statues and food and love and everything you ever dreamed of can come true. I've seen it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Then Ainz finally meets with the Prince Caspon. They gleefully accept Ainz's help in defeating Yaldabaoth. Meanwhile, Ainz is just lacing up Baraha with all this legendary gear, buttering her up to the point where she cares more about him now than her own group. But he needs her to stay alive because now the demons are launching their own attack. And is that a fucking child strapped to this nigga chest? All right, it's time for an anime recommendation break. It's a spot in the video where I throw out a random show I've seen that I would recommend people to check out if it sounds appealing to them. And so this anime recommendation break is brought to you by Gungrave. Yeah, this for that people who like that. You like that raw shit, that gritty, that gritty. That dirty, that mafia shit.
We live raw. We live rough. I'm telling you.
It looks like early 2000s anime. It adds to the grit. It's dirty. It's raw. It's rough in these streets.
That is a game, nigga. Okay.
The story follows childhood best friends Brandon Heat and Harry McDowell, two orphans turned street gangsters who ends up joining the biggest mafia family in the world, a conglomerate known as Millennium. It's a beautifully crafted story about loyalty, betrayal, survival. How far are you willing to go to reach those heights? What are you prepared to do? And are you prepared for the consequences that comes with it? Brandon Heat is the quiet type who communicated mainly through fists. He talked more with his hands than his words. And Harry, aka Bloody Harry, was the brains of the operation. The de facto leader who has the resources, the wit, the knowledge, and eventually the ruthlessness needed to climb through the ranks of the mafia, because he has his eyes set on one thing, and that's reaching the top with Brandon. These mofos in this show are ruthless.
兄貴、こいつは神さんにガキができたんです。そうか。狭くなりやがって。
And you know I love me some mafioso anime. It actually started off as a third-person shooter game and was later adapted as an anime. This story was so good. It gave off a Scarface vibe, that me against the world feeling. Say hello to the bad guy. This was an extremely fun watch. I gotta keep it vague because there's all kinds of twists and turns in here, where even in the beginning they start dropping twists. So all I can say is check it out. It's a wild ride. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. These monsters really pulled up with children strapped to their chests as shields. Overlord does such a good job at reminding you at just how dark this shit can get. But Baraha says, fuck it, we're not strong enough to save him, so we gotta do what we gotta do. And now it's time for the Grand Master to get active. A trio of demons pull up and they just start toying with her. They got the troops behind her trembling in their boots. But then, as things look bleak, from above, who is seen descending upon the plains of the mortals? The one, the only, Sorcerer Supreme, Ainz.
That's why I'm the king around here.
The troops start celebrating and the Grand Master is pissed. But she is not stupid enough to die on this hill. She dipped out immediately. This peeved Oz a little. And what's funny about these grand schemes is seeing some of the demons who aren't fully aware of what the plan is. These 3 demons don't know who Ainz is, and they never get the opportunity to learn.
I'm better than you, my shape up better, my car faster, my drip better, my clothes fit better, my hoes better, my tattoos better, I'm stronger than you.
I'm dead.
Mine, but it was a close one.
And just like that, Baraha is completely, is smitten the word? Converted? Convinced? She's all in with Ainz's kingdom.
That doesn't mean that might alone makes right. It's what you do with that strength that makes it just. Like helping others. Using your power to protect the weak, even when it might bring harm to yourself, like you did. That's why I say you are justice itself.
Alright, my nigga, calm down. It's getting weird. Take this pic.
After being saved by Ainz, the Grand Master Lady is arguing with the prince about how many people died, and that it wasn't just Ainz out there that helped them win. They were putting in the effort too. She hits the nail on the head and figured, wait a minute, Ainz and Yaldabaoth, they must be working together.
Correct!
She was catching on, but the prince was like, what? Working together? You must be getting tired. Go on, get some rest. Go on, get some rest. The devil's favorite demon appears, and in the most diabolical, sadistic, evil, messed up part of the movie, children's shields aside, the demon starts beating the Grand Master with the dead, burnt, crispy, crunchity, crumbly remains of the princess. I swear I didn't mean to laugh. Oh, the humanity. But all hope is not lost. The savior arrives yet again. Ainz is here, and it is time for the showdown. These boys put on a show. Ainz told Demi, hey, let this monster you summon go all out and not to hold back. So they in them skies banging, fire, lightning, darkness. The skies are torn asunder. The heavens are screaming. The clash heard around the world. Ah, the chosen one has fallen. Not really, but oh no! Where's the hope? Where's the chance for survival? But all hope was not lost. Baraha was given a secret weapon. She pulls out the ultimate shooting star Super Bowl, and the demon is shook. Not really. He was like, he gasped. Is that the bow? Made from rune technology? Where did you acquire that bow that could have destroyed me? I must take my leave. The super ultimate shooting amazing rune magic bow saves the day. Alas, everyone believes that Ainz has fallen, but Baraha believes he is still alive. The prince tells her that since Ainz is gone, they managed to partner with a few of the demi-humans and sends her to save their prince in order to gather an army. And they managed to free one of the maids from Yaldabaoth's control. And it's Delta. I love Delta. Again, I love all the maids. So they save the prince. However, they must now face Yaldabaoth's two-headed demon. And this, I believe, was the funniest part of the movie for me. They start fighting. I did air quotes like y'all could see it. They started fighting and Delta jumps in front like, I will protect her. The weapon she has was given to her by Lord Ainz. She has the bow made from rune technology. Rune だったとは、なんと見事な。そんな武器じゃない。Rune 違う。The way everybody got quiet and she tried to keep acting. Oh my goodness. They casted blindness and just told her to shoot the bow. They were faking the funk like crazy. Oh my goodness. But all I can say is that the ultimate amazing super shooting Super Bowl saves the day again. It vanquished the two-headed demon. Meanwhile, the Grand Master has launched an attack on the demi-humans, and it's smoking the streets. And it's all fun and games until...
It's gotta be Kane!
And he showed up like, you see, I'm seeing that this is a nice little pizza shop you guys got here. It would be a shame to see something bad happen.
Oh, Jesus!
But as the demon is rampaging through the city, the trumpets sound, the ground shakes, the flags are raised, the army marches, for he has returned!
That's why I'm the king around here.
Baraha looks upon the incoming army, and she sees that the Sorcerer Supreme, the almighty Ainz, has come back, looked her dead in the eyes, and said,
Baraha, did you think I was dead, perhaps?
I've never lost faith! Shizu said you were fine, and I believed her since we're such good friends, but I'm just...
Alright, my nigga, calm down. It's getting weird. Take this pic.
He said after I was defeated, not really, by the demon, I went ahead and took this area as a part of my kingdom. So we can consider all these troops now, troops of the Sorcerer's Kingdom. And now I need to run it back with Yao the Bayoth. And as he walks towards the final showdown, the troops are raising their arms, praising the return of the Almighty One. And he stands before his troops, his army, his people, and says, "Hear ye, hear ye. You see, I'm seeing that this is a nice little pizza shop you have here. The almighty Ainz comes out on top with the victory, as he descends upon his subjects like the holy deity he is.
Praise the Sorcerer King!
But then we see, behind the scenes,
the prince is kneeling before the real Yao the Bayoth. He wishes to incite a civil war, forcing them to seek solace with Ainz, giving him complete control over the kingdom.
everything will fall into place and all shall be one under the hand of the Supreme Being. And then we see just how far this symbiote has already spread.
But yeah, the ultimate scam. I love Overlord, and this movie went by like it was a regular episode. Even the trailers are in on the scam, but everybody is just playing a part in this grand scheme. Ainz is literally Kaiser Soze, manipulating the story when he's the actual villain, if you want to use that term for it. The very demon king that they fear and the one that Demiurge is playing is what Ainz can be, and in some eyes might actually be. But again, that's enough of my yapping. Now it's your turn. How did you like the movie? What were your favorite parts? Are you ready for the next season of The Lord? Sorcerer Supreme, extravagant, omnipotent, legendary, pimp, pirate king, Saiyan, Hokage, Lord Bone Daddy Ainz? Let me know down in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. Join the lounge and grab yourself a seat. Share with your friends or anyone who loves anime like us.
Tell your friends about me.
I appreciate you all for watching. And as we always do when we close out, let's all raise a glass in the air. Here's to anime.